So to find the debtors on the closing date, you have to prepare debtors account. To find the sales, you have to prepare a separate working note. Cash and bank account will tell you the additional drawings or capital introduced by the proprietor, because that is what is given in the question. If there is any difference in the cash or bank account, see, that will be taken as drawings or additional capital, further drawings. Okay. So for that purpose, you have to open cash and bank account. Sundry expense account. Why we are preparing sundry expense account in this problem? You see, in the balance sheet given, we have prepaid expense, we have outstanding expense, opening, closing balance. Better open sundry expense account, record these balances. You can find what is the actual expenditure to be taken to P&L account. So for that purpose only, we open sundry expense account. Bill receivable account. Some customers have accepted a bill in our favor. So for that purpose, you have to open the bill receivable account. So these are the various working notes we will have to prepare for this problem. Okay. Now what we have to do? In the opening balance sheet, we have to record all this to find the opening capital. So what is opening balance sheet? That is working note number 1. The capital will be the balancing figure. Record the creditors. Opening creditor, how much? Record it. 1,10,000 given in the problem. What is outstanding expense? 20,000 given in the problem. Opening balance. Assets, furniture, 60,000, all given in the question. Inventory, 80,000. Debtor, 1,60,000. Cash in hand and at bank, 12. Prepaid expense, 6,000. So you see, it's all given in the question. Simply we are noting down all that. Okay. So therefore, if you find the total, it is 3,18,000. Therefore, 1,88,000 will be the opening capital. So where will you put the opening capital? In the opening balance sheet. Sorry, in the closing balance sheet, you put capital as on 1,416 in the inner column 1,88,000. So from working note number 1, you found opening capital. Okay. Put it in the inner column, capital as on 1,416 in the closing balance sheet. Okay. Right. Now, from this you have to put the opening balance. What is the opening balance in creditors account? By balance, 1,10,000. Then debtors account, opening balance, to balance, how much? 1,60,000. Debtor, opening inventory, you have to put it in the trading account. To opening inventory, trading account, 80,000. Okay. Furniture, 60,000. Opening balance, put it in the balance sheet. Inner column, because there may be some additions and then we'll have to apply depreciation and so on. Correct? Furniture. Then cash in hand and at bank. In the cash in hand and bank account, to balance, 12,000. Then prepaid expense, 6,000. Outstanding expense, 20,000. Outstanding expense is liability. You have to put it on the credit side, credit balance. Prepaid expense asset, put it on the debit balance. Where? In the sundry expense account. So 2 prepaid expense, how much? 6,000. Outstanding expense, how much? 20,000. Opening balance. So we have recorded all the information given in the opening balance sheet, correct? Like that, you would record the closing balances. Furniture, what is a closing balance? It is given as 63,500. That will put it in the outer column, closing balance. If you know what is addition, the difference will be depreciation. Because the rate of depreciation is not given in the question, it seems. Or if it is given, you have to calculate it and put it. Whether depreciation rate is given in the problem, it is not given in the problem. Therefore, depreciation will be balancing figure in this problem. Okay. Then inventory. Closing inventory in the balance sheet, 70,000. And also in the trading account. Where will you show the closing inventory? Trading account by closing inventory, 70,000. So you have to show the closing inventory in the asset side of balance sheet and also in the trading account by closing inventory. Okay. Next. Closing debtor is not given in the problem, but definitely there will be a balance. So you put debtor. How much we do not know. After that, we have to make a provision. We can find the closing debtor from the debtors account as a balancing figure. So closing inventory should be put in trading account as well as in the balance sheet. Debtor we have to find out and put it here as well as in the balance sheet. Then creditors 150. So put creditors on the liability side. Creditors outer column 150. Put that closing balance in the creditors account. To balance carried down 150. So in other words, first record the balances in the appropriate places. Opening balance put in the opening balance sheet. Closing balance put in the closing balance sheet in the inner column, outer column as required. And also opening closing balance should be recorded in the respective ledger accounts. Then prepaid expense, outstanding expense, closing balance. That should be put in the sundry expense account. To outstanding expense account, how much? 18,000 closing balance. By prepaid expense, closing balance 7,000. See, prepaid expense of last year is transferred to expense of this year. So we are debiting the expense account. Expense account debit to prepaid expense. Outstanding expense of last year, we are transferring the expense account. Debit outstanding expense, credit expenses. Because it is expenditure for the last year. Outstanding expense of the current year should be added to expense account. So we are debiting sundry expense account debit to outstanding expense. Prepaid expense end of year is what? Expense paid in this year but pertaining to next year. So we have to reduce it. So we have to debit prepaid expense, credit sundry expense. Like that we have to do. Whatever expense paid in this year should be recorded in the sundry expense account. The difference, if any, will be the actual expense to be taken to P&L account. So this is another important point. Then cash in hand and bank closing balances 26,250. Put it in the cash and bank account by balance 26,250. So this is the first step, dear friends. Put all the balances, opening balance, closing balance, not only in the respective balance sheet, but also in the appropriate ledger accounts on the correct side. Okay, we have done it now. After this, what we should do? We have to record the transactions. Clear? Only one thing, the closing debtor is not given, we have to find it out. Okay. Now, one by one, we have to record the transactions carefully. Collection from debtor after allowing discount of 15 amounted to 585. So, amount collected is 585. Discount is 15. So, what is the total collection? 6 lakhs. Is it not? So, what is the entry for this? In debtor's account, you will write by cash and bank 5,85,000, by discount 15,000. Correct? So in cash and bank account, you should put two debtors 5,85,000. Discount allowed should be taken to P&L. So in the P&L, you record two discount allowed. To discount allowed debtors, how much? 15,000. Inner column. Why? Because there is a discount on bill receivable also. So discount allowed debtor 15,000 recorded in the inner column. Next. Collection on bill of exchange discounting. Deduction of 1,250 by bank, total 61,250. So bill of exchange is discounted with the banker. You collected 61,250 after allowing a discount of 1,250. So similar to debtor's account, in the bill receivable account, by bank, how much? 61,250. By discount, 1,250. So bank account debit, how much? To bill receivable, 61,250. Discount account debit 1,250 to bill receivable. That is a entry. When you discount a bill, you'll be getting money, you will be allowing a discount. What is the entry we have made? Bank account debit 61,250. Discount account debit 1,250 to bill receivable. Okay. So this double effect is given. Debit bank, credit, bill receivable. Discount, it's an expenditure to the business, so we have to put it in the P&L. So already we put discount on debtors, 15,000. What is the discount on bill receivable? 1,250. Therefore, the total discount is 16,250. So friend, that is why I told you, you have to keep the formats ready so you can put it in the appropriate places and complete the problem. Okay. So keep everything open. Trading, P&L account, balance sheet, opening balance sheet, creditors, like that. You have to just make the entries. You have to post the journal in the appropriate accounts on the correct side. And ensure that for every transaction or event, you are putting the double effect. If you do that correctly, then there is no difficulty in understanding. Okay. If any questions are there, please ask me. Creditors 4 lakh were paid, 392 full settlement. Total you have to pay 4 lakh, but if you do 392, you are getting a discount of 8,000 rupees. So what is the entry? We have to debit the creditors account to bank 3,92,000 to discount 8,000. This discount is an income or a gain. You have to put it in the P&L account by discount received. How much? 8,000. Like discount allowed is a loss, discount received is a gain. And you made a payment of 392 to the creditors. We have to put it in the cash and bank account by creditors. How much? By creditors 3,92,000. So creditors account debit 4 lakh to bank 392 to discount 8 Discount is gain. Take it to the profit and loss account. Okay, trading P&L account. Every transaction, if you enter properly, it is easy. Then payment of freight inward 30,000. Freight inward is a direct expenditure. Where will you put it? In the trading account. To freight inward 30,000. And in the bank account, by freight inward 30,000. Expenses debited to P&L, credited in bank account. Next. Amount withdrawn for personal use 70,000. Drawings. So by drawings, how much? 70,000. So 70,000 is already there. Additional drawing may be 21. So finally it will be 91. Okay. So by drawings, you can put 70,000 here also, no problem. 70,000. Therefore, there is any difference, the difference will be taken to again drawings of 21,000. Okay. So drawings will be deducted from capital. Where you put the capital? Yes, here. So from the capital, deduct drawings. How much? 70,000. Another drawing 21 will come in this problem. So you put 91,000. Okay. Or you put 71 only now. 20,000 will get as the balancing figure. Total is 91. Okay. So drawing. You can record it here also. Drawing 71. Then there will be additional drawings later that we have to find out. The drawing will find out later. Okay. Total drawings will be 91 in this problem. Okay. So drawing also recorded. Next what? Payment for office furniture 10,000. So office furniture purchased. Payment for office furniture. So in the bank account buy furniture 10,000. So when you pay for furniture, we have to show it in the balance sheet. No addition during the year 10,000. Therefore, what is total? 60 plus 10, 70 in the furniture. But the closing balance 63,500, what does it mean? It means depreciation of 65, that is balancing figure. Opening balance plus purchase minus depreciation closing balance. Opening balance available, purchase available, closing balance available. So difference will be depreciation, which should be taken to P&L. To depreciation on furniture 6,500. Okay, 6,500. Next. Investment carrying annual interest of 6% purchased at 95, 200 shares, face value 100 on 1st October, payment made thereof. So purchase of investment. You have to show it in the bank account by investment. How much? 19,000. How 19,000? It will be 200 into 95. 200 shares at the rate of 95. That is 19,000. Investment purchase in this year only. It doesn't have an opening balance. So you have to show it in the balance sheet. Investment. How much is investment? 19,000. Put it in the balance sheet outer column. But remember friends, that investment is purchased on 1st October, carrying interest at 6% per annum. So from October to March, interest accrued should be recorded because they have not received any interest. So what is the interest accrued? That should be shown as an asset. What is the interest accrued? 600 rupees. How I got that number? Like this. By interest on investment, 600. How I got that number? 20,000 is the face value. See, even though investment is purchased for 19,000, interest will be given on face value only. 6% interest. 6% interest at the rate of 6% for 6 months. That is October to March. That is a total interest accrued, 600 rupees. It is not received, but it is accrued. So what is the entry? Interest accrued account debit. So show it in the asset. To interest on investment, show it as income. Double effect. Asset as well as income. Income accrued. Income receivable. Okay. Remember to put it as and when you record the investment itself. Okay. Next. Expense including salary paid is 95,000. So salary expense, how much? Including salary, expenses 95,000. Here it is 92. It should be 95 only. Correct? No? I think it is put wrongly. So you change it to 95. Okay? 95. Okay? Expense paid is 95. So in the bank account, by expenses 95. Okay? By expenses 95. So in the expense account, you have to put to bank 95,000. So therefore, from sundry expense account, you can find what is the expense to be taken to P&L. So the balance figure is 92. That's what it is put there. Actual expense paid is 95, but expense to be taken to P&L is 92. That is why it is put as 92 here. It's correct only, friends. Not 95, it's 92 only. Okay. Because outstanding expense, prepaid expense, opening, closing is there. Actual amount paid is 95. So expense account debit to bank account 95. After adjusting for outstanding and prepaid expense, the amount to be taken to P&L is 92,000. That is what is taken in the P&L. Okay, 92,000. Clear? 92,000 sundry expense. Next. Miscellaneous receipt 5,000. Oh, receipt, some amount is receipt. What is that? We do not know. Miscellaneous receipt. So it is received in the bank account to miscellaneous income 5,000. Where will you show the miscellaneous income? In the P&L by miscellaneous income 5,000. By miscellaneous income 5,000. So record everything. Now we come to important point. Bill of exchange drawn on accepted by customer amounted to 1 lakh. So bill of exchange drawn on customer accepted by them. You received a bill receivable. What is the entry for that? You have to credit the debtors account by bill receivable 1 lakh. You have to debit the bill receivable account to debtors 1 lakh. Correct? What is the entry for bill receivable? Bill receivable account debit to debtors account. Bill receivable account debit to debtors account 1 lakh. So debit bill receivable, credit debtors account. Okay, bill receivable drawn and accepted by them. Next. Of these, bill of exchange 20,000 endorsed in favor of creditors. When the bill are given to creditors as an endorsement, what is the entry? It will be creditors account debit to bill receivable. So in creditors account to bill receivable 20,000. 1 lakh is received from customer, 20 given to creditors. So when you endorse a bill to creditors, entry creditors account debit to bill receivable. So in bill receivable account, you should put by creditors. So received 1 lakh, given to creditor 20. Okay. So debit creditor, credit bill receivable, double effect. Friends, please ask me any questions if you have. Endorse bill 4,000 dishonored. So out of 1 lakh bill received, you gave 20,000 to creditor, but out of the 20, 4,000 got dishonored. So when an endorsed bill is dishonored, what is the entry? We have to debit the debtor and credit the creditor. Why? Because we still have to pay that 4,000 to creditor and collect it from debtor. Because the debtor has dishonored the bill. So debtors account debit to creditors. Bill dishonored. How much? 4,000. So entry for dishonored bill, endorsed bill dishonored. What is the entry? Debtor account debit to creditor. So in this problem, we should be thorough with accounting for bills of exchange also. Bill receivable drawn, bill receivable endorsed, endorsed bill dishonored. For all that, we should know the correct journal entry. Okay, then only we can do this problem correctly. Goods costing 9,000 used as advertising material. Oh, when you use goods for advertising, what is the entry? Advertisement account debit to purchases. So you have to deduct this advertising from purchases. How much? 9,000. So advertisement expenditure should be taken to P&L, deducted from purchases because they are using some goods for advertising purpose. So purchase has to reduce. Advertisement account debit to purchases. Double effect. Advertisement account increases, purchase account decreases. Double effect. Next. Goods are invariably sold to show a GP of 20% on sales. If you know what is a sales, you can apply 20% to get the gross profit. If you know what is a gross profit, you can get sales. But we do not know both. But somehow we have to find out. How to find out sales? Very easy. In this problem, opening stock is there. Closing stock is there. Purchase can be found out from creditors as a balancing figure. Correct, no? Because opening balance given, closing balance given, payment, everything given. So is it possible to find the purchases from the creditors account? Yes, that will be balancing figure. That is credit purchase. But no information about cash purchase. Therefore, total purchase is how much? 456 minus 9, 447. That is the actual purchase. 456 purchased. 9,000 given for advertising. Now, can you find the sales? Yes, we know the formula. Opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock is equal to cost of goods sold. If the profit is 20% on sale, it will be 25% on cost. So if you find the cost, apply 25% on that, you'll get the sales. So therefore, working note number 3 is required. What is opening stock in the problem? Is it given? 80,000. Purchases? 4,56,000 less advertising because you didn't sell it. 447 You have to add the freight inward. Direct expenditure also should be added. You'll get the total. From this, you have to deduct the closing stock. 70. You will get what? Cost of goods sold. So opening stock plus purchase minus advertising plus direct expense freight inward less closing stock will get you the cost of goods sold. What is the profit? 20% on cost. Sales is 20% on cost. So 20% on this is 121,750. Therefore, the total sales is 608,750. Sales is 608,750. That's the total sale. Is any cash sales given in the problem? There is no cash sales at all. That means entire sales is credit sales only. Okay. So if it is credit sale, what is the entry? Debtors account debit to sales account. Debtors account debit to sales account 608,750. You have to put it in debtors account. Also, we have to put this in the trading account. Buy sales 608,750. Now, we can easily find the gross profit. We have completed that, is it not? So, what is the gross profit? 121,750. That is to be taken to P&L credit by gross profit. Now, have we recorded everything in the P&L account? Yes. But we have to make a provision for doubtful debts on closing debtor. We should find the additional drawings also. Therefore, what is the closing debtor? See, working note number 1 over we got the capital. Working note number 2 we got the purchases. Working note number 3 we got the sales. Working note number 4, what is the balancing figure? That will be the closing balance. So the closing debtor is 72,750. On this, we have to apply provision for doubtful debts. So in the balance sheet, you write debtors 72,750. That is a closing debtor. See here, closing debtor 72,750 closing debtor. On this, we should apply 2% for provision. So what is 2% of 72,750? It comes to 1,455. We should put that provision in the P&L also, 1,455. Therefore, what will be the closing debtor? It will be 71,295. 72,750 minus 1,455. 71,295. Now, finally, see whether have we considered everything. Yes, P&L account is completed. So we can easily find the net profit, which is 10,145. Trading account, we got gross profit 121,750. From the P&L, we got net profit 10,045. Net profit should be added to capital. So add net profit 10,145. But some more working notes are still open. What is that? Yes, cash and bank account. Everything is completed, but in the payment side, there is additional drawing. That will be the balancing figure in the already 70,000 was there. So the difference of 21 is the additional drawing. So the total drawing will be 91,000. This 91,000 should be deducted from the balance sheet. That's what we have done. Are you clear? So Normal drawing is 71,000. Additional is 20. Total 91,000. Okay. So working note number 5 also over. What about working note number 6? That is also transferred to P&L. But finally, we have working note number 7, bill receivable. We will get the closing balance of bill receivable from bill receivable account. Okay. So what is the closing balance of bill receivable? 17,500. 17,500 closing balance should be taken to balance sheet. So bill receivable 17,500. What is the closing cash given in the problem? 26,250 already given. Based on that only we found out the close this additional drawing. Similarly, we have prepaid expense closing balance 7,000. Outstanding expense closing balance 18,000. So trading account over, P&L account over, capital opening balance sheet, creditors account over. We determine the sales, debtors account completed, cash and bank account is completed, expense account is completed, bill receivable is also completed. So all working notes over, trading P&L over. So therefore, check whether your balance sheet tallies. It is tallying. Balance sheet total is 275,145. This is slightly more difficult than the second problem, is it not? This problem also can appear in the exam carrying 15 marks. All the three problems I have done today are exam standard problem and can fetch you 15 to 20 marks in the exam. And see how much time I have taken to do this problem. Correctly 40 minutes.
So I repeat sales completion part.
Yeah. So friends, I repeat, you should practice as many problems as possible like this. Then only you'll be able to do it in the examination. Without practice, it will be very, very difficult. Okay. So please note down trading P&L balance sheet. Have you got it? One by one, I will show the various working notes. If somebody asks some working note, I will show. See whether you have completed trading P&L balance sheet. Okay, now I will show working notes. Working note number 1, 2, 3. Check whether you have written down everything. Working note number 1 is to determine the opening capital by preparing the opening balance sheet. That is the balancing figure. Second working note is to find the purchase as the balancing figure. Third working note is to find the sales during the year. That is the balancing figure. So these are the 3 working notes. Then working note number 4, debtors account. Friends, there is no point in my sharing this answer with you. I want you to practice on your own. If I share, you'll just keep it with you. You won't work out. So since I want you to work out, I cannot share this answer with you. You have to practice. That's why I told you you have to do the problem along with me. Then only you will know how much time it takes. Sharing answer is very easy. In fact, this answer is very much available in a study material also. Similar problems are there. But I want you to practice. That's why I put one adjustment separately. Everything I explained also. So I want you to practice along with me. Then only you will do it in the exam. Okay. Then working note number 5 for what? To determine the additional drawing of 21,000. So this is what you got in additional, that is working note number 5. Then sundry expense account. To determine what is the amount of expense to be taken to P&L account. See, the amount paid is only 95, but prepaid expense is there last year, add. Outstanding expense of last year, deduct. Outstanding expense this year, add. Prepaid expense this year, deduct. You will get 92,000, is it not? Either you can prepare a ledger account like this, or you can do a working note like this also. Like this also we can make. Expenses paid. How much? 95,000. Less opening outstanding expense. Why opening outstanding is deducted? Because it is the last year expense. That is 20,000. Add opening prepaid expense. That should be added. Paid in the last year, but expense of this year, add. Less closing prepaid expense. How much? Closing prepaid is 7,000. Add closing outstanding expense. That is how much? 18,000. So you do like this also, you'll get the answer without preparing a ledger account. How to get the answer? 95,000 minus 20,000 plus 6,000 minus 7,000 plus 18,000. See, you are getting 90,000. The expense paid is 95. Expense transferred to P&L account is 92. So instead of preparing sundry expense account, you can prepare a working note like this also. That is your option. There is no condition to prepare sundry expense account like this. You can do like this also. Okay. So in the cash and bank account, expense paid will be recorded. See here, expense paid how much? 95. Expense paid 95. Clear? Whereas in the P&L, actual expense only should be taken. That is after adjusting for the opening, closing, prepaid and outstanding expense. So whether you prepare a ledger account like this or you prepare a statement like this, no problem. As long as you get the correct answer, it is okay. So the choice is yours. Whichever way you want, you can do. There is no condition. It should be done in that manner only. Are you clear? So expense paid is 95. What is to be transferred to P&L account is 92. Okay.
Sir, can you please scroll down a little bit, sir?
Bill receivable account. Please see bill receivable account also. Cash and bank account, working note number 5. Expense account, working note number 6. Bill receivable account, closing balance 17,500 should be shown in the closing balance sheet. So if you find the problem is difficult, it means what? You have to practice. The more time you spend on practicing problems like this, more value will get in the examination. As you know very well, nothing comes easily. Everything comes by hard work and smart work. So don't hesitate to do hard work, okay? To do that, definitely you will get credit for your performance. Okay, friends, if you are clear.
Sir, 1 second, can you please show the closing balance sheet, sir? 31st March 2017.
Okay, I will show.
Thank you, sir.
Closing balance sheet. Yes.
In cash account, in the closing balance 21,000, why should take into additional drawing?
Closing balance is not 21 ma. Closing balance is 26,250. That is given in the question itself. Okay.
Okay.
The difference, if any, see the problem. I am not doing anything on my own. Difference in cash book, if any, is to be treated as further drawing or additional capital. The difference is on the payment side. That means it is drawing. Okay. If the difference is receipt side, that will be introduction of additional capital. So therefore, I have not decided anything. All payments are recorded, all closing, everything recorded. 70,000 is the actual drawing, but there is a difference of 21,000 rupees. So therefore, if you want, we can put it like this also. This is 70. Additional drawing is 21. So you don't put 91, you will be confused. You can put like this also. So actual drawing given in the problem is 70. Additional drawing is 21. Okay.
Okay.
It is a balancing figure by additional drawings. This is a balancing figure. Okay. So you write here balancing figure. Now you will understand. Correct? Huh?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So finally, let me show the balance sheet. For once, anybody has not noted down, please note down the balance sheet. Trading P&L on this side, balance sheet on the other side, followed by various working notes. See, every problem in incomplete record will be different from the other problem. It won't be same. See, we have done 3 problems. All are different. But one thing is constant. How you do the problem, that is constant. First you show trading P&L, then balance sheet, then working note. Then what are the steps involved? First record the balances, then record the transaction. In that there is no change. And as and when you record the transactions, you have to record it by giving double effect. Every transaction we give double effect. definitely you'll get the correct answer. Is it not? So, if you are good in your basic accounting, then you won't find this chapter difficult. Okay? Friends, tell me if you have any other questions. I will answer. Then I will go to next chapter. So if anybody has any questions, feel free. Don't hesitate. I am ready to answer all your questions. Don't hesitate. Okay? So what do you say, friends? Shall we go to next chapter?
Excuse me, sir. Sir, can you please again explain that related to dishonor of bill, sir?
Dishonored bill. See, when a bill of exchange is received, what is the entry? So shall I show the journal entries here? Journal entries for bill of exchange. Okay. So receipt of bill receivable. What is the entry for receipt of bill receivable? Bills receivable account debit to, correct?
Yes.
Are you able to understand this? Debtors account. That is how much? 1 lakh. Okay. Over. Out of the bill receivable, some bills are endorsed. Endorse means what? You are giving the bill to your supplier. Because you have to make some payment to creditors, instead of making cash payment, you are giving the bill to the bill receivable endorsed. What is the entry? Creditors account debit to bill receivable. All this we studied long back. We are supposed to apply this, that's all. So 20,000 only endorsed. Out of the 20,000, 4,000 got dishonored. So you gave a bill to creditor, you thought you have made the settlement. But out of 20,000, 4,000 got dishonored. That means you still have to make the payment to the creditor. On the contrary, your debtor gave a bill that got dishonored. They have not made the payment. You have to collect it from them. So when an endorsed bill is dishonored, what is the entry? It will be debtors account debit to creditors account. You have to collect it from the debtor and you have to pay it to the creditor. Till such time, it will appear as debit and credit balances. So that's what I did. See, bill receivable to debtor 1 lakh, endorsed to creditor, creditor account debit to bill receivable 20. But when the bill dishonored, it will not be routed through receivable account. It will be routed through debtors and creditors account. Okay, bill receivable, see, debit, credit. It got adjusted. So when that particular bill or any part of that bill get dishonored, we have to route it through debtors and creditors account only. So these are the journal entries we have to make for bills of exchange. So in a problem on single entry, you may get a transaction related to bill of exchange also. You are supposed to remember all this. And only you can get full marks in the examination. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So friends, I believe all of you are clear in all the three problems which we did today, and hope you understand. We have very little time. Rapid revision class, the entire syllabus cannot be covered, and we cannot do as many problems as possible. We can do only certain problems in the classroom, is it not? So please understand that, right? So therefore, I am closing single entry, assuming you guys have understood that, and you will be able to do it in the examination. Okay. Now we are going to the next chapter. In the order in which I have given, the next chapter is hire purchase and installment accounts. It's one of the easiest chapters, is it not? You will get problems from this carrying 5 marks to 10 marks. Maximum 10 marks only you will get from this chapter, not more than that. But friends, in this chapter, the most important adjustment will be to calculate the cash price of the car, cash price of the asset. The installment payments will be given to you, down payment will be given, rate of interest will be given, cash price will not be given. If cash price is not given, accounting cannot be done, because the first entry in HP is based on cash price. Cash price is the price which you have to pay to the dealer when you acquire an asset other than HP. That means without interest, whatever you have to pay is cash price. But actually, we have taken an asset on HP basis, we have to pay interest. That interest is included in every installment. And the rate is also given in the problem. So therefore, in every problem on HP, there will be a very important working note relating to determination of cash price. For that working note only, they may give you 4 or 5 marks. And then they may ask you to prepare the ledger accounts. So like that, I have taken some 4 or 5 problems under this chapter. Okay, each chapter I can do only 3 or 4 problems with the available time. In all the 4 problems, we'll be asked to determine the cash price. Not only that, we have to prepare the necessary ledger accounts also. But in the problem number 2, we have asked you to just find the cash price only. If you get a problem like this, determining cash price only, then the problem will get you 5 marks maximum. 4 to 5 marks only you will get. But in other problems where you're asked to find the cash price and also prepare necessary ledger accounts, you may get 8 marks like that. But suppose if a problem includes repossession also, then you may get a problem carrying 10 marks also. So only cash price, 5 marks. Necessary ledger accounts, 8 marks. If there is a repossession, 10 marks or maximum 12 marks. Like that only you will get problems on HP. So therefore, from this chapter, you can expect minimum 5 or 4, maximum 12. So on an average, we may get anywhere between 8 and 10 marks under this lesson. Okay. But it appears not in every exam, but once in 2 exams, it will definitely come. For example, if it did not appear in November 21, it will surely appear in May 22. So you have to see whether there is a problem on HP in November 21 exam. If it is not there, then definitely you'll get a problem this time. But suppose it has already come in November 21, this time also it can come. There is no condition it will come only at the alternative exam. But one clue I'm giving you. By chance, if there is no problem on HP in November 21, then in May 22, it will definitely appear. And particularly, determination of cash price will definitely appear in any problem on HP. Okay. Now, let us first do the second problem. How to find the cash price. The installments are 5 half yearly, each 6,000. Rate of interest is 10% per annum. Understand carefully. Installments are half yearly, but interest rate is given per annum. So when you pay half yearly installment, you apply 10% or 5%. For 1 year, rate of interest is 10%. But installment will be paid every half year. Therefore, in every installment, interest will be 5% only, not 10%. So you have to remember that carefully. Okay. So 5 installment, we are going to pay each 6,000. Rate of interest is 10%. What is the cash value? So from every installment that you pay, whatever the interest component, we have to eliminate. If you eliminate it, you'll get the cash price. That's all. Very easy. But then there is a method, there is a system how to do that problem. See, you have to just prepare a small table like this. Put here installment number. Like this, you put installment number. What is the installment number? In the reverse order. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See, had you learned it in a different manner, you follow that. But this is the most easiest method to find the cash price. What is the closing balance end of 5th year? It will be 0, correct? You will pay 5 installment. After you have paid all the installment, what will be the balance? 0. So the closing balance will be 0. What is the 5th installment? 6,000. So after paying 6,000, closing balance 0. But before paying that, what is the total? 6,000. You have to add. Closing balance plus installment will be the balance before install. In this 6,000 rupees, interest of 5% per half year is included. How to calculate interest? You have to multiply this by 5 by 105. Are you clear how to get this number? B plus C. How to get this number? D into 5 by 105. Why 5%? Interest is 10% per annum. But you are paying installment half yearly. Therefore, 5 by 105, which is 286. So what will be the opening balance? It will be 5714. How I got this number? 6,000 minus 286. Are you able to understand, friends? At the end of the 5th installment, balance is 0. That is after paying 6,000. So before paying, it will be 6,000 rupees. You have to add it. But 6,000 comprises of 2 components. Interest of 286, principal of 5714. So from this 6,000, I eliminated interest. No, like that. From every installment, if you eliminate the interest component, the balance will be the cash price. Simple problem, 5 marks. If you are thorough, we can finish it in maximum 10 minutes. We'll get 5 marks. Now, what will be the closing balance, friends? It will be 5714. Closing balance of 4th installment will be opening balance of 5th installment, correct? Now, how much installment will pay? 6,000. Now, what will be the total? Add 11,714. Now, in this, what is the interest? 558. 11,714 into 5 by 5. Therefore, what is the opening balance? It will be 11,156. So, if you look at it in the forward order, opening balance is 11,156. Interest is 558. Total is 11,714. If you pay 6,000, closing is 5,714, like that. But we have to do it in the reverse order to reach the cash price. So now tell me, what is the closing balance? 11,156, installment 6,000, total 17,156, interest 5 by 105 of this number. So opening balance will be 16,339, which will be closing balance of second installment. Again, installment 6,000, total 22,339, interest 1064. So opening balance is 21,276. All the formula are given, B plus C. This column plus this column is this number. This column into 5105, this number. P minus C will be opening balance. So if you do this, before the first installment is paid, excluding interest, the balance is 25,977. Actually, that is a cash price. Because in this problem, down payment is nil. Down payment is what? Payment made at the beginning. So there is no down payment given in the problem. So if this is the balance before the first installment, you add the down payment, you get the cash price. Since there is no down payment, that is a cash price. Or what you can do is find the total of interest, total of HP price. What is HP price? Down payment plus sum of all installment. HP price is the total of down payment plus sum of all installment, correct? Sum of all installment is 30, down payment nil. Therefore, what is HP price? It will be 30,000, correct? What is interest? 4023. So minus that, you will get the cash price. So either you can add down payment to this, get the cash price, or you can apply this formula to get the cash price. So HP price is equal to down payment sum of all is 30,000. Cash price is what? HP price minus interest 25,977. Now how I put 5%? This I'm explaining here. You can see here. Very easy. If principal is 100, interest is 5%, total is 105. So if 6,000 is the total, what will be interest? 6,000 into 5 by 105. What will be the principal? 6,000 minus interest will be the principal. So therefore the interest will be 286. That's what we have done. Like this, if you do for every installment, we'll get the interest eliminated from the 30,000 rupees. Balance will be cash price. For doing this working, they may give you anywhere between 4 or 5 marks they will give you. But sometimes in the exam, they'll ask you to prepare the ledger accounts also. What are the ledger accounts you have to prepare? You have to prepare the machine on HP account and the hire vendor account in the books of the hire purchaser. These are the ledger accounts you have to prepare. So it's a very, very important but easy way to calculate the cash price. Friends, tell me, are you clear? This is answer for problem number 2, determination of cash price. Like this, in every problem on HP, you will be asked to determine the cash price. But you can follow the same principle, same formula, same method to determine the cash price. Good. If you are clear, friends, I think the time is almost 1 o'clock now. We need to take a lunch break. So have your lunch, take some rest. 2 o'clock sharp, we will start the class for the afternoon session. So please join. We will do the other 3 problems on HP. Then we will take up the next chapter also.
Sir, can you just keep that first sum in the screen, sir, during the break times?
Okay. Which sum?
Sir, the
Some-
first one of higher purchase.
That's what I'm showing, no?
No, sir, we did the second one, the 6,000. We did the second one.
First sum we will do, don't worry. Huh?
Okay, sir.
First sum you do. If you have time lunch break, you do it.
Okay,
Immediately
sir.
after lunch break, I will show the answer further. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Same method you have to follow for the first problem also. You'll get the correct answer. Don't worry. Huh? Right. We will meet at 2 o'clock, friends. Huh? Please enjoy your lunch and come back. But don't sleep. Huh? Okay. Have a limited lunch because we need to spend another 3 hours before we close the day. Okay. So this problem, I will keep it on the screen only. If you are free after the lunch, you can try problem number 1 to calculate the cash price. Okay. Come back at 2 o'clock.